Hello students, last time we studied about the nomenclature system of carbon compounds, that is the lesson number 9, carbon compounds. In that nomenclature system we learned the two systems, that is a common name and IUPAC name of carbon compounds. Today we start the new topic, that is chemical properties of carbon compounds. Can you recall which is the component of biogas that makes it useful as a fuel? See, what are the questions? You revise, you try to find out the answer. Second question given, which product is formed by the combustion of elemental carbon? And third sub question given, is the biogas combustion reaction endothermic or exothermic? So answer of these three questions, first of all we recall. See what is the answer of these questions. So first one, which is that component of biogas that makes it useful as a fuel? So answer is methane. So methane is the component of biogas that makes it useful as a fuel. Second, which product is formed by the combustion of elemental carbon? Answer is carbon dioxide, that is CO2. That is carbon at the time of burning react with oxygen O2 then to form carbon dioxide, and in this process two more products are formed, that is heat and light is obtained. Third sub question, is the biogas combustion reaction endothermic or exothermic? Since in this reaction heat is produced in combustion of biogas, and that's why the reaction is exothermic. Clear? So these are the answers of that three basic questions. Now, so today we learn the first type of reaction, that is combustion. Let us first look at combustion as a chemical property of carbon compounds. We have seen in the previous standard that carbon in the form of various allotropes on ignition in presence of oxygen undergoes combustion to emit heat and light and forms carbon dioxide. Hydrocarbon as well as most of the carbon compounds undergoes combustion in presence of oxygen to emit heat and light and form carbon dioxide and water as the common products. Some of the combustion reactions are given here. Now see, first reaction, carbon combined with oxygen. So what is formed? Carbon dioxide, heat and light. CH4 means methane. Methane is burned in air, means react with oxygen then to form carbon dioxide in gaseous state. Water is in gaseous state, heat and light. And third one, CH3CH2OH means ethanol is burned in air, means combined with oxygen then also form carbon dioxide, 2 molecules, 3 water molecules for the balancing purpose, and heat and light is obtained in all these three reactions. Clear? Next, so all of you know that how to write the chemical reactions. I will show all these three reactions on separate paper along with one more question given for us on this page number 123. Use your brain power. Propane. What is the formula? Propane, C3H8, is one of the combustible component of LPG. LPG means liquefied petroleum gas. Write down the reaction of propane, that is C3H8. So I will show all these answers on one separate paper. Now see that. So that combustion reactions asks for 2 marks. Any one reaction asks for 2 marks. Write the balanced chemical reaction of the following. First one, carbon is burned in air. So carbon, first of all we are writing the two steps. First step is what? word equation. And in second step, what we write? We are substitute the correct formulas and balancing the reaction. So carbon react with oxygen, then to form carbon dioxide, heat and light. Substitute the symbols and formulas. Carbon, that is a C, solid in state. Oxygen, that is molecular state. O2, gaseous in state. Then to form carbon dioxide, gaseous in state, heat and light. Clear? Second reaction, methane is burned in air. Methane is burned in air. So methane react with oxygen, combine with oxygen, then to form carbon dioxide, water, heat and light. Substitute the correct formula in second step. Clear? In second step, molecular formula of methane is CH4, that is gaseous in state, oxygen in gaseous state. After reaction occur, then carbon dioxide gaseous state, water in gaseous state, heat and light is obtained. Third one, ethanol is burned in air. So we are writing the two steps. Ethanol, in first step we write the word equation. Ethanol combined with oxygen, then to form carbon dioxide, water, heat and light. Now substitute the formula of ethanol, CH3 CH2OH. Yeah, you write like this way also, C2H5. How many carbons are here? 2. How many total hydrogens? 5. And OH is the functional group of alcohol. So we are writing like this way also, C2H5OH means also ethanol. React with oxygen means combine with oxygen, then to form carbon dioxide, water, heat and light. Now this reaction, both these reactions number 2 and 3, B and C. So that reactions are not balanced. So you balance that reactions already in textbook. That is given balance reaction. So here required 2 in second reaction and 2 water molecules. In third reaction, for balancing purpose, 3 oxygen molecules, so multiplied by 3 here. Check now. Multiplied by 3 here. In previous reaction 2. Here 2 water molecules. How many carbon dioxide? That is a 2 carbon dioxide in this third reaction and 3 water molecules, 3H2O. So these are the multiples, means balancing our reaction. We learn in detail how to balance the reaction in previous lessons. So you do the practice according to that. Now use your brain power. Question given. Now see the answer of that question given on page number 123. What is that question? Propane C3H8 is one of the combustible component of LPG, and that's why I write down the reaction for this propane C3H8. The combustion reaction of propane is as follows. So we are writing the two step again. In first step we are writing the word equation, and in second step substitute the formulas. Propane combined with oxygen, then to form carbon dioxide, water, heat and light. Same, because propane is also hydrocarbon, that is an organic compound. Then propane molecular formula is C3H8, gaseous in state. Then oxygen, 5 oxygen molecule combine with the propane, that is afterward you balance it. Then to form CO2, carbon dioxide, 3 molecules, water 4 molecules, heat and light. So heat and light is obtained from all the hydrocarbon compounds. Clear? Now next page. Now activity given for us. What is this activity? Check now. Try this. Apparatus given. Bunsen burner, like a gas burner. Copper gauze means copper, that is a copper wire, that is used in a case at the time of heating process. Keep on the Bunsen burner. Then metal plates, etc. Chemicals, ethanol, acetic acid, naphthalene. Now what is the procedure? Now see that. Place one of the above chemical, 3 to 4 drops or a pinch, on a clean copper gauze at room temperature. Hold it on a blue flame of the Bunsen burner and observe. Is smoke or soot? Smoke means nothing but soot, that is a black color, seen to form due to combustion. Hold the metal plate on the flame. When the substance is undergoing combustion, Does any deposit get collected on that plate? Which color? And repeat the same procedure using other chemicals from the above list. Clear? Ethanol, acetic acid and naphthalene, these three are given here. So what is the answer of this activity? Answer is given in the next paragraphs. See that. In the above activity, ethanol is a saturated carbon compounds, while naphthalene is a unsaturated compounds. Generally, saturated carbon compounds burn with a clean flame. Underline. Saturated carbon compounds burn with clean flame, means smoke is not produced. Clean blue flame. While unsaturated carbon compounds, underline next sentence also, unsaturated carbon compound burn with a yellow flame and release a black color smoke, that is called as a soot. It is the black smoke due to which a deposit of a black soot, that black color particles of carbon, got collected on the metal plate. Next, comparison. Next one, comparison of the molecular formulae indicates that the proportion of carbon is larger. Underline, proportion of carbon is larger in unsaturated compound than in saturated one. As a result, some unburnt carbon particles are also formed during combustion of unsaturated compounds. While in the flame, these hot carbon particles emit yellow light and therefore the flame appears yellow. However, if oxygen supply is limited, a yellow flame is obtained by combustion of saturated compounds as well. So this is the explanation of this activity. Now question given for us, compare the proportion of carbon, seen yellow color box here. See proportion of carbon atoms in ethanol. What is the formula? C2H5OH, means two carbon atoms present in ethanol. And naphthalene, that white colored balls. What is the formula? C10H8. Check the formula. C10H8. 10 carbon atoms are present in naphthalene. So we are compare what is the difference between these two. So I will show the answer on one separate paper. And one more question given here. Try this. What is the question? See that second question also. I will explain both the answers simultaneously. Yeah, one after another. Light a Bunsen burner. Try this question. Open and close the air hole at the bottom of the Bunsen burner by means of the movable ring around it. When do you get yellow sooty flame and when do you get blue flame? We are observing these two concepts carefully. Clear? Now see the answer of these two. Compare. Clear? Question given on page number 124 in our textbook. The proportion of carbon atoms in ethanol and naphthalene. We are compare this. See now, in ethanol, the number of carbon atoms is quite less than the number of hydrogen atoms. Clear? Next. However, in case of naphthalene, what is the formula? C10H8. The number of carbon atoms is more than the number of hydrogen atoms. See carbon atoms 10 in naphthalene. Clear? And hydrogen atoms are less, that is 8. But here in case of this, carbon atoms are less and hydrogen atoms are more in case of ethanol. Next, carbon compounds with a higher number of carbon atoms as compared to hydrogen atoms are unsaturated carbon compounds. Very simple. Carbon compounds with higher number of more the number of carbon atoms as compared to hydrogen atom, means hydrogen atoms are less, so that carbon compound is an unsaturated carbon compound and they burn with yellow sooty flame, leaving behind some unburnt carbon particles. And last point, carbon compound, exact opposite point of the third. Carbon compounds with less number of carbon atoms as compared to hydrogen atoms are saturated. That type of carbon compounds are saturated carbon compounds and they burn with clean blue flame. So this is the explanation of this question. One more question given on the same page. Try this on page number 124. Light a Bunsen burner, open and close air hole at the bottom of the burner by means of the movable ring around it. When do you get yellow sooty flame and when do you get blue flame? See the answer. When the air hole at the bottom of a Bunsen burner is open, sufficient amount of oxygen is available for complete combustion of the gas, that is a fuel. Hence, the gas burns with a clean blue flame. When the air hole is partially blocked by movable ring around it, then what happened? The air supply is limited, resulting in incomplete combustion of a gas and hence yellow sooty flame is produced. That is the answer of this question. Clear? Next one. Come back to our page number 125. So this is that is the answer of this. Try this activity question. Clear? Now second type of reaction is oxidation. Now you have seen that carbon compound starts burning easily with oxygen in air when ignited in air, when we burn in air. In this process of combustion, all the chemical bonds in the molecule of the carbon compounds break and carbon dioxide, CO2 and H2O water are formed as the products. In other words, the carbon compounds is completely oxidized during combustion, during burning process. Chemical compounds can also be used as a source of oxygen. Some chemical compounds can also use as a source of oxygen. So substances that can give oxygen to the other substance, mark this definition from here. Substances that can give oxygen to the other substances are called oxidants or oxidizing agent. In previous lessons also we learned the definition of oxidant or oxidizing agents. Clear? Now what are the examples, common substances? Yeah, what are the examples of oxidants? So underline. Two examples are given here. What is the first one? Potassium permanganate and second potassium dichromate are commonly used as oxidizing agents. And oxidizing agents affect on certain functional groups in present carbon compounds. Now always remember, there are inlet for air in the gas or kerosene stove at home. It is because of these air inlets that the gaseous fuel is mixed with sufficient oxygen and a clean blue flame is obtained. In case there is a deposition of a black soot, that is black colored carbon particles on the bottom of the cooking vessel, it is an indication of choking of the air inlet and thereby the wastage of fuel. In such case, what we are doing now? In such case, the air inlet of the stove should be got clean. So this is a extra information given for us about these hydrocarbon compounds. Now next one. Try this activity given again. Apparatus given: test tube, Bunsen burner, measuring cylinder and dropper. Check this. What are the chemicals given? Ethanol, dilute solution of sodium carbonate, dilute solution of potassium permanganate. Now procedure: take 2 to 3 ml ethanol in a test tube Add 5 ml sodium carbonate solution to it and warm the mixture by holding the test tube on the burner for a while. Do drop-wise addition of a dilute solution of potassium permanganate to this warm mixture with stirring. Does the typical pink color of potassium permanganate stay as it is on addition? Does the pink color stops vanishing and stays on after some time of the addition process? So answers of these questions given on the next page, number 125. This is the practical question. Now in the above activity, ethanol gets oxidized by alkaline potassium permanganate to form ethanoic acid. So ethanol is converted into ethanoic acid. Now observe in this reaction. Ethanol is converted into ethanoic acid with the help of oxidation process, and one oxidizing agent is used, that is a acidic KMnO4. Only certain bonds in the vicinity means close of the functional group take part in this reaction. The following equation will explain this concept. So see there, ethanol is converted into ethanoic acid with the help of oxidation process, and that oxidation process takes place with the help of acidic KMnO4 means acidic potassium permanganate. All getting? Next. So how is the transformation of ethanol into ethanoic acid as a oxidation reaction? Because here in ethanol only one oxygen is present, and see in ethanoic acid how many oxygens? 2 oxygens. So addition of oxygen means nothing but what? Oxidation reaction. We learned this in detail in previous lessons. Next, see the explanation of this. On adding the pink color solution of potassium permanganate to ethanol, the pink color disappears in the beginning because potassium permanganate is used up in the oxidation reaction. At a certain point of the addition, oxidation of all the quantity of ethanol in the test tube is complete. If the addition of potassium permanganate is continued beyond this point, then what happens? It is not used up and becomes excess. So the pink color of this excess potassium permanganate does not vanish but stay as it is. That pink color remains as it is in the solution that we observe with the help of our eyes. Clear all of you? So this is the second type of reaction we learn, that is the oxidation. Third type of reaction is addition reaction. Now again try this activity given for us. Apparatus given, test tube, then dropper, etc. What are the chemicals given? Check now here. Tincture iodine, bromine water, liquefied vanaspati ghee, then various vegetable oils, that is a peanut or sunflower, safflower, olive oil, etc. Now procedure. Take 4 ml oil in a test tube and add 4 drops of tincture iodine or bromine water in it. Anyone. 4 drops of tincture iodine or bromine water. Shake the test tube. Find out whether the original color of bromine or iodine, what we are adding in this reaction. So find out whether the original color of bromine or iodine disappear or not. That we observe carefully. Repeat the same procedure using other oils and vanaspati ghee. Now see the answer of this activity now. In this activity, the observation of the disappearing or diminishing color of bromine or iodine that color, original color of bromine or iodine disappearing or diminishing, indicates that bromine or iodine is used up. Color is disappear, it means that bromine or iodine is used up in the reaction. This means that bromine or iodine has undergone a reaction with the concerned substance. This reaction is an addition reaction. This reaction is an addition, that is bromine or iodine is added, that is indicate with the help of that color, original color of that bromine or iodine disappear, means that substance is used up in the reaction. Next, when a carbon compound combines with another compound to form a product that contain all the atoms in both the reactants, it is called addition reactions. Addition reaction. What is addition reaction? Define addition reaction. So you mark this sentence. Now unsaturated compounds contain, all of you know that now. Unsaturated compounds contain what? Multiple bonds. Multiple bond means what? Double bond, more than one bond. That is multiple means double bond or maximum 3, that is triple bond as their functional group. That multiple bond as their functional group. They undergo addition reaction to form a saturated compound as the product. What happened in this case? So unsaturated compound converted into what? Saturated one, means that multiple bond disappear and converted into single bond, means saturated compound as the product. The addition reaction of an unsaturated compound with iodine or bromine takes place instantaneously, means at the same time at room temperature. Moreover, the color change can be felt by eyes. That color is easily seen to our eyes, and therefore this reaction underlined. That's why this, what is the speciality of this reaction? This reaction is used as a test for detection of multiple bonds in a carbon compound. For this purpose, this addition reaction is used. What is the use of addition reaction? 1 mark question is asked like this way. So underline this sentence. In the above activity, the color of iodine or bromine disappears in the reaction between an oil and iodine. However, there is no color change with vanaspati ghee. No any color change. Bromine or iodine, no color, original color of these two substances changes in vanaspati ghee, but change in oils, any type of oil. So question given for us, what inference, two questions. First one here, what inference will you draw from this? And second question is given here, which of the substances do contain a multiple bond? So I will show the answer of this question on separate page. Check now. First one, what inference will you draw from this activity? So peanut, safflower, sunflower and olive oil are unsaturated fatty acids. They contain carbon-carbon multiple bonds and thus undergo addition reaction with bromine and iodine or iodine. Hence, these vegetable oils decolorize bromine or iodine. Clear? First point. Second, on the other hand, vanaspati ghee is a saturated fatty acid. Underline, vanaspati ghee is a saturated fatty acid and it does not contain carbon-carbon multiple bond. So saturated compound means all carbons bonded with each other by single bond. That's why vanaspati ghee is a saturated fatty acid and that's why does not contain carbon-carbon multiple bonds. So no addition reaction takes place. Hence, liquefied vanaspati ghee does not decolorize the bromine or iodine. Bromine or iodine original color is not changed in vanaspati ghee. Clear all of you? This is the first question. Second question given for us related to the same activity. Okay, both the points are given here, first A and B point. So which substance contain a multiple bond? So specially what? Unsaturated fatty acid, peanuts, safflower, sunflower and olive oil. Clear? Next, come back to page number 125. At the last, one table is given for us on page number 125. Some names of the compounds given, then molecular formula. Now next, number of carbon-carbon double bond that we find out, and will it decolorize or not? Actually, this is a practical question, but theoretically we learn here. What is the first one? That is a stearic acid. Formula is given here. Then oleic acid. Then third one, palmitic acid and linoleic acid. Clear? So I will giving the answer directly of this question. So you write in your textbook or notebook. First, number of carbon-carbon double bonds. In first compound 0, if you draw the structure with the help of these formulas, then you confirm it. You confirm all carbon atoms arranged in a straight line or in single line, and then remaining valence is satisfied with the help of hydrogen and check there is double bond present or not. So your first one 0, next compound 1 double bond is present, again third one 0, and fourth one 2 bonds are there, 2 double bonds. So will it decolorize? So double bond present, that is called as a multiple bond is present. Now here in this question given, in this table given, double bond present means that is unsaturated hydrocarbon, yeah, carbon compound. So in that case only decolorize iodine. So which one? That is the second and fourth one. So mark here SS, and remaining to 0 0. Where is 0? First and third compound, no color changes takes place. So and you tick mark here no. You cut like this. Clear? Next page. Now see the explanation of this. The unsaturated compound can also undergo addition reaction with hydrogen to form a saturated compound. Unsaturated compound also undergo addition reaction with hydrogen and to form unsaturated converted into saturated one. However, it is necessary to use as catalyst. Underline, use as necessary to use a catalyst like platinum. Underline this, platinum or nickel for this reaction. We have already seen that catalyst in such a catalyst is, so define catalyst question asked like this way, you mark the definition. A substance, up to the last, a substance due to presence of which rate of reaction changes without causing any disturbance to it is called a catalyst. Clear? Next, see this reaction. This reaction is used for hydrogenation of vegetable oil. Underline, hydrogenation means addition of hydrogen. Hydrogenation of vegetable oil in presence of nickel catalyst. Check there, platinum or nickel, anyone. Addition of hydrogen, and PT means platinum and Ni means nickel. Any one catalyst is used. So addition of hydrogen takes place in between this carbon, and this double bond converted into the single one. Check. You have seen in the above activity that iodine test indicates presence of multiple bond. Underline, in the previous activity what we learned, the decolorizes the iodine, then indicate that yes, multiple bond is present in that compound is unsaturated compound. That is especially double bond in particular. in the molecule of oil, while Vanaspati ghee is found to be saturated, means no multiple bond, no double or triple bond present in Vanaspati ghee. So no color of iodine is not changed in Vanaspati ghee. The molecule of Vanaspati oil contain long and unsaturated carbon chain. Remember these sentences. The molecule of the molecule of vegetable oil contain long and unsaturated carbon chain. Hydrogenation transform them into saturated chains, and thereby Vanaspati ghee is formed. How is Vanaspati ghee formed? So this is the explanation of that question. Next sentence is also important, you underline. Unsaturated fats containing double bonds are healthy. Unsaturated fats containing double bond are healthy, while saturated fats are harmful to health. Saturated fats are harmful to health. Remember, this is a very important sentence that is asked for true or false, or anyway question is asked related to this sentence. 4 type of reaction today we learn, that is a substitution reaction. 4 type of reaction is substitution reaction. As the single bond carbon hydrogen and carbon carbon are very strong. Underline the sentence. The saturated hydrocarbons are not reactive, and therefore them remains inert in presence of most reagent. However, saturated hydrocarbon in presence of sunlight react rapidly with chlorine. Saturated hydrocarbon in presence of sunlight react rapidly with chlorine. In this reaction, chlorine atom replace one by one all the hydrogen atoms in the saturated hydrocarbon. The reaction in which the place of one type of atom or a group in a reaction is taken by another atom or group of atoms is called as substitution reaction. What is substitution reaction? You define. So mark the answer. Your answer start from here. The reaction in which the place of one type of atom or group in a reactant is taken by another atom or group of atoms is called substitution reaction. Now chlorination of methane, underline, double underline. Chlorination of methane is a substitution reaction which gives 4 products. Because in methane how many hydrogens? We know the formula, that is CH4. And in this substitution reaction, all these 4 hydrogen atoms replace one by one with the chlorine atom, and that's why 4 products are obtained. Check that. Methane react with chlorine in the presence of sunlight, then one hydrogen replaced by what? Chlorine, and hydrogen is here. So one atom of chlorine and hydrogen interchange their places. So CH3Cl and HCl is formed. So its name is what? Methyl chloride. Methyl chloride is a common name, but what is IUPAC name? Chloromethane. Chloromethane is a IUPAC name, and common name is methyl chloride. Now continue the reaction. Now CH3Cl, this chloromethane again react with chlorine in presence of sunlight, then second hydrogen is replaced by one more chlorine atom. So CH2Cl, dichloromethane. Dichloro means 2 chlorine atom present here, dichloromethane, it is IUPAC name. Yeah, dimethyl chloride. Its common name is dimethyl chloride, or IUPAC name is Dichloromethane. Dichloro, di means two chlorine atom present in methane. So dichloromethane, yeah, methyl dichloride, like this way, and HCl is a product again. Again continue the reaction. Then this dichloromethane again react with chlorine in presence of sunlight. Then CHCl3 is formed. Its name is actually chloroform. Yeah, trichloromethane and HCl. Again one more step. CHCl3 again react with chlorine in presence of sunlight. So CCl4. Name of CCl4 is tetra. Tetra means 4. Tetrachloro. Chloro means chlorine. 4 chlorine atoms present in case of methane. So tetrachloromethane. Why methane? Because one carbon means methane. All 4 hydrogens one by one replaced with the help of chlorine. And in this way, these are the 4 products are formed. And HCl means hydrochloric acid. All are getting? Yes. So this reaction is called as what? Chlorination of methane, and type of reaction is substitution reaction. One by one, chlorine substitute at the place of hydrogen. Still a larger number of products are formed in a chlorination reaction of higher homologous of alkane. We are taking the methane. This is the first hydrocarbon in alkane series. But we are taking, yeah, in case of higher homologous of alkane, that is a ethane, propane, butane, pentane, hexane, heptane. So what? More numbers of products are formed. Depends on number of hydrogen atoms. Now again one more question given for us. Use your brain power. In the chlorination substitution reaction of propane, two isomeric products containing one chlorine atom are obtained. Draw their structural formulae and give their IUPAC name. This is one question, and in the last paragraph, this is the last point of our today's lecture. You have learned that 4 types of common reaction in the previous chapter, in which of these 4 types the addition and substitution reaction of carbon compounds can be included, and what are the additional details and difference in the addition and substitution reaction. So I will explain the answer of these 2 questions on one separate paper. Check that. Right? Yeah, page number 126. Use your brain power. So we already read this question. Now see the answer. The IUPAC name and structural formulae of the 2 products are propane. Propane means what? Propane means what? 3 carbon atoms that we arrange here. 1, 2, 3. 1 chloro. So chlorine is attached to the first carbon. You select this from any one side. Numbers 1, 2 or 3. Suppose we are numbering from left to right. So 1, 2 and 3. So we are writing at the place of hydrogen what we write? Chlorine. And here at the place of chlorine what we write? Hydrogen. Suppose we are numbering from which side? Left to right. But in this answer, numbering is from right to left. So it is a chlorine is attached to this first carbon atom. Already we learned the basic concept rules related to how to names, IUPAC names decide for the carbon compound. So 1 chloropropane. Second 2 chloropropane. So numbering from any one side. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So middle carbon getting the number 2. So it is called as 2 chloropropane. Any other possibility? Suppose we are writing like this. We are numbering from right to left. 1, 2, 3. And we are writing here chlorine. Clear? H. And here H. So it is called as what? 3 chloropropane. So answer is wrong. Why? Because we are numbering from both the sides. So we are this numbering system is wrong now. Which one? Right to left. We are writing the numbering from left to right. 1, 2, 3. We are getting the minimum number 3 or 1. So 1. So it is also called as 1 chloropropane. All are getting? Next. And Last one, in-text question. Already we read that explanation given. This is a 3-mark question asked here. Now see that. Addition reaction, combination reaction. Second point, substitution reaction. Addition reaction is called as what? Combination reaction. Substitution reaction is called as double displacement reaction or displacement reaction, because one atom is replaced by the other atom of the elements. That's why substitution reaction is a double displacement or displacement type of reaction. The addition reaction term is used for the reactions involving carbon compounds. In addition reaction of carbon compounds, addition of a substance occur across the carbon-carbon double or triple bond. That addition takes place across these multiple bond, double or triple. That is, it occurs in unsaturated hydrocarbons. For example, see that. Already this reaction given in our textbook on page number 126, that is in yellow color box. So ethene, double bond means ethene. Addition of what? Hydrogen in presence of the catalyst nickel or platinum, then double bond is converted into what? Single. So one hydrogen adding here and this double bond is converted into single. So second hydrogen atom attached to this second carbon atom. We are numbering for your understanding purpose like this. One hydrogen adding in a first carbon atom, and second hydrogen atom is bonded to second carbon atom, and double bond converted into what? Single. So ethene is converted into ethane. Fourth point, the substitution reaction term is used for the reaction involving carbon compounds. The substitution reaction of alkane with chlorine occur in presence of sunlight, in which one or more hydrogen atoms of alkane such as methane are replaced by chlorine atom. So already we learned 4 products are formed there. Clear? CH4 that is a methane plus chlorine in presence of what? Sunlight. So what happened? One hydrogen is replaced by chlorine atom and chloromethane. One chloro means chloromethane is formed, and plus HCl means hydrochloric acid. So in this way, today we learn about the types of reaction, that is the chemical properties of carbon compounds. So in these chemical properties, what we learn? We learn combustion reaction, then second oxidation reaction, third one addition reaction, and fourth one substitution reaction. So all of you see the video carefully, and whatever the questions given in assignment, try to solve that assignment questions. Thank you.